What's going on? Welcome back, you guys. Listen, breathing is so underrated, let me tell you. We can't go more than a few minutes without breathing, right? Like, oxygen is fucking crazy. We need that shit, right? And, that's the reason that all these, like, breathwork communities and stuff, like these gurus and these teachers are blowing up, because they're tapping into this primal, like, thing, this primal breathwork that's healing people, altering their state of mind, their physicality, their state of being. They're healing depression, they're healing physical ailments, they're unlocking and releasing trauma and inner turmoil and shit. Like, it's crazy. But I'm talking about the daily breathing, right? Because you can't go around doing Wim Hof breathing all the time. You fuck your shit up if you do that. It's very intense. It's holotropic. It's like, and you're just like oxygenating everything. You're getting your blood flowing. You're tensing and releasing and contracting and shit. Like, it's awesome, but it's also like an event, right? Like, you don't do that all the time. But what about our daily breathing, right? Because there have been studies coming out about people, like, everyone, we're all breathing shallow as fuck. Like, we're breathing through our chest, and we're just taking little sips of air while we go about our day, while we have a conversation, or while we do this or that. And I think a lot of it is that we're so on go mode, or we're zoned into our phones or whatever it is, but the point is, we're not breathing naturally. It's not natural. We're not even, like, our posture's so fucked a lot of the time that we're not even giving our lungs room to breathe properly. Like, we're hunched over and shit. So, like, I've been doing this thing, okay, right? I've been doing this thing for quite some time, a few months, and I'm still working real hard at it because it's hard. But every time I think about it, I reset my breath and my posture and my mental state, because every time I remember to notice, my brain's off in another dimension, my breathing's shallow, I'm hunched over, I'm fucking, like, I'm not in the moment, I'm not present with what I'm doing. And I don't want to be that guy talking about presence as in, like, be here now and just be relaxed and be happy with everything. Like, no, I'm a big proponent of, like, getting shit done and working on yourself and, like, making progress in your life and being active. This is not a support of a sedentary lifestyle. But what I am saying is, you cannot be active. You cannot be a positive influence on your own life from a place other than presence. At least in an impactful way, because presence is powerful, man. And every time I notice it, dude, I'm like fucking thinking about, I'm like 3 dreams in Inception style, like into like alternate realities of like possible things that could happen. Like, my brain's crazy. I don't know if your brains do this, but like every time something happens, my brain just goes into analyze mode, and then I'm lost for like 10 minutes or something. But I gotta be real and on top of that. But also, like, my shallow breathing and my posture's always, my back's not straight and shit, like, and this is the normal. So, and I've gotten better. Every time I notice it, I stop and I, like, take some deep breaths, clear my mind, fix my posture, release any tension in my neck. I have really bad tension in my neck and my eyes. I'm always kind of, like, tensing my eyes. It's different for everyone, but you're probably holding tension somewhere. Just release all that, and then, like, feel the power of that, especially after some deep breaths. Like, it's important. You gotta breathe like a king, breathe like a queen, breathe like you're a powerful being, and you've got this oxygen, like, filling your lungs, filling your body, going into your blood, into your brain, healing, making shit work right. Like, you need that shit. There's studies. There was a TED Talk that I watched a long time ago, so I'm going to paraphrase it, but he was essentially, like, connecting the dots between animals and creatures that breathe deeper and less breaths per minute, as opposed to ones that breathe more breaths per minute but more shallow breaths. And the deeper the breaths, the longer the lifespan, and the bigger, oftentimes the bigger the animal. So it kind of alludes to this idea that like deeper breathing is power, it's longevity, it's like fucking size. Like when oxygen, I mean, if you go back into like the history of when the earth was more oxygenated, the fucking creatures and even the plants on the planet were huge. So like you can't get enough oxygen, reasonably speaking. But I don't know, guys. Try it out. See how it feels. Let me know how it feels. Type it in the comments. If you've tried it before, let me know your experience. Let's talk about breath work, whatever's been working for you. But like on day to day, focus on your breath as often as you can remember. Reset that shallow breathing. And because like when you think about shallow breathing, like that's anxiety, that's stress, that's not doing your body any favors, right? So open up your lungs, open up your mind, and take in that oxygen, take in that life force prana, and then go from there. Live your life from that point, because that shit is strong and that shit is meaningful. We don't get enough of it. So I hope that was a good reminder. I hope it's a cool tip for you. Try it out, see how it works for you. It's been really cool to experience the real time of like just taking that quick reset. And yeah, I hope it works for you guys. Thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one.